I think so.
Facebook.
Hi.
Oh, we are live.
I don't mind. Hey, good morning, Quad Cities. It is Monday, December 1st, the first day of meteorological winter.
And we're starting off hot.
Yes, snow.
Woo!
More snow
Woo.
on the way. Thanks for joining us here for the live stream on the 8 Plus app and also simulcasting on our Facebook page. I'm meteorologist Andrew Stutzky.
And I'm weather anchor Peter Warner. It's coming.
I tell you, once you crank this thing up, the snow machine, boom, boom, it's hard to find the off switch. Just doesn't want to shut down. So, big fans of snow lovers, this is going to be the week for you.
It's awesome.
Can't believe, how much snow we got over the weekend. Well, actually, I can because the models didn't and everybody else did a really good job. But still, it's like, whoa.
Caught you off guard. And kind of 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
And I think I made a short yesterday. I don't know if it got published yet. When it rains, it pours, right? Well, I guess when it snows some more.
Yeah. And then some more. And then some more. And then eventually we're going to have to talk about this cold that's going to come.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
We had to put out a brand new weather impact alert this morning for later on this week. So this is kind of a two-pronger this week. We get the snow and then the cold. If you have questions, by the way, Alec is going to pull this up at the bottom of your screen. It's 309-304-0888, 309-304-0888.
309-304-0888. I just want to make sure I can get everyone's questions up. Oh, there we go.
Peter's going to pull it up on his phone here. And then if you have questions regarding the winter system that is coming in, we'll take those right there. You can also, of course, comment on the Facebook page as well. But both of those are the for sure way to get your question into us. We're going to spend about probably the next 15, 20 minutes. This probably won't go as long as Ask Andrew usually does because we don't have any Ask Andrew stuff to talk about this morning. But we do want to focus on the snow that's coming in. And were you in last night? I didn't get a chance to watch the newscast.
Yes,
okay, so you were in last night.
Yes.
How did things look when you were looking at the models last night?
So as of last night, I think there was still pretty good general consensus right along I-80, right around 1 to 3, except for maybe our friends in that furthest east portion of Bureau County, kind of in that line dipping towards, say, Galesburg, Monmouth, Roseville, Aquaka area, and towards Burlington, kind of the 2 to 4 range. And then further north, about an inch, give or take, maybe a little more, maybe a little less.
So not much has changed from that versus this morning, which is good. The consistency is exactly what you want to see. And it was nice, too, this morning that really we didn't have any trouble spots.
No.
The only problem spots I saw were the country roads, where we had some of that drifting on Sunday.
Yes.
Had a couple of blue lines with those, but everybody else was good. Now, that's going to change rapidly going into this afternoon.
It is.
And temperatures this morning, I couldn't believe it. Stockton got down to 5 degrees. For temperature this morning.
I am shocked by that.
I thought it was a mistake, but then I saw Clinton went down to 10, so I figure, well, it must have been a little clearing that made it get a little colder. Wow. But what we're doing with these cold temperatures is we're repriming the pavement. It's getting colder, and that means when the snow comes in, it's really going to stick to it really efficiently.
It is. And especially with these snowfall totals, it can get a little dangerous at times.
It really can, yeah. So we're expecting, I think, as early as right after lunchtime, but especially school pickup time into the evening commute is when we're going to start to see those road conditions really go downhill. So I'm going to start with our weather impact alert. I'll show you what that is, the timing on all of this. It's already in place now. We started this 3 minutes ago.
3 minutes? Oh, that's crazy.
9 o'clock, yeah.
Man.
And it's here.
Time flies.
I know, this whole morning has flown.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'll have Alec in the back pull up our full screen for us, and I'll show you the details here. Thank you so much of when this is going to begin. So obviously it started now, and it's actually going to go through midnight tonight. So this is for the accumulating snow during the evening commute. You're going to have to watch for some delays and, of course, use some caution. We've already seen kind of a handful of schools say, we're going to dismiss a little earlier. We're not going to have
some of that.
those, after-school activities. So we'll see if we can add maybe a few more to the board as the morning goes on. Usually for those early outs, they usually like to wait until they get closer to the lunch hour, but we'll see.
We'll see. I know we saw some of them starting to come in late last night, right around 10 p.m. Haven't seen too much this morning. I haven't looked, I guess, into too much this morning. I'm going to guess maybe further to the south is where we're seeing most of those.
You are right on. Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot more of these south of the Quad Cities, and that's where we've seen so far. We've seen Mercer County. We've seen a couple down near Galva that have said they're going to change around the schedule for today. So you're right, Peter. Yeah, it's been mainly areas south of the Quad Cities. There's the winter weather advisory. Of course, Peter, you were talking about this last night, and it encompasses almost all of our hometowns except the northern two, Jackson and Joe Davis, kind of because that's where we're not going to see as many impacts with this.
As many impacts, yeah. And actually, they added this morning, as of last night, Clinton and Carroll County were not a part of it. I know we had, say, Billy was asking, are they going to expand? I said, if they shift the track just, 20, 30 miles north, for sure. And it looks like that's kind of what's played out there. And one thing I'll keep in mind, I think it's 9 a.m. only for our friends in Mount Pleasant, Burlington, or in Henry County on the Iowa side, Des Moines County, and Louisa County, I believe, start at 9 a.m.
Right. Yep, and then the rest have a little bit of a later start because it's going to take a little longer for that snow to reach us. But yeah, still going to be the afternoon and evening where you're really going to notice the majority of the impacts. If you look at the road conditions, how things stand right now, it's going to take a second for this map to come up because I just skipped one of my other ones that I didn't need to show right now. But there it is, a couple of the country roads, yeah. This isn't bad.
No. Last night, there were still maybe some spots where it was 100 at 5 p.m. By the 10 p.m. show, most everything was almost all green and blue. Good news to see that. I mean, in driving across the bridge today, I will say I got in about, 15, 20 minutes ago?
Yeah.
No issues whatsoever. There are still some obviously very icy spots on your neighborhood streets or more localized streets, but any major roads as of right now are looking pretty good.
Yeah, not bad at all. Looks like the shoulder still has some, but you know what? Main lanes of travel look good to me. I don't see any issues there. The radar's quiet locally, but look at this, and it's actually been increasing a little bit, not only in coverage, but also in intensity. We're starting to see that snow band get going here to the west. And you can see there's a sharp cutoff. Once you get north of Omaha, there's not much going on. So the trajectory would keep this heaviest totals anyway. It looks like, if you put this in your mind and loop it, it'll kind of along and south of the I-80 corridor.
Yeah, the models have been very consistent on that here with the system as well throughout this. And there's that dry pocket further to the north. It's still that weak upper level disturbance that we're keeping an eye on, correct?
That's right.
Yep. Yeah. So it's not like you're seeing, I put a low on there on the map yesterday, but again, it's higher in the atmosphere. It's not like that typical surface low scenario we see here. And the track, again, further to our south, those heavier totals, I think, are more so towards Quincy type areas, heading in towards Champaign, Urbana, correct?
Exactly, yeah. Going to be likely further south. So we'll put Future Track into motion here. I think the in-house model is doing a fairly good job at showing this all coming in here. Again, right around lunchtime. Now you're seeing a couple of bands of heavier snow, and we're going to revisit this too before we leave you because we usually get a new run about 15 minutes after the hour in this hour. So we'll check in again. But even this run compared to the one that I showed in the early shows has it a little bit further to the north in terms of the 2+ inch amounts. But still you see the main focus is south.
Yes.
In terms of the coverage of that heavier band down to your Burlington, your Mount Pleasant, your Galesburg, Kewanee, and Princeton.
Yes. Is this still trending towards like more a moderate heavy band rather than like, that thick heavy snowfall that we saw on Saturday, correct, right? Or is
kind of in that
switched up, trended up a little more? Or?
It's gone up just a smidge,
Just a smidge you're in?
a little further to the north,
Okay.
yeah. But still, I think, I think those 3+ inch amounts are absolutely going to be to the south.
Yes.
The way it looks now. So there's the evening commute. And while the heaviest is out, we still know that there's going to be some roads that are going to be slick for a few hours after that. And then all of it will come to an end here as we go to about 8, 9 o'clock with, of course, some messy roads for a few hours that follow. So this is the in-house model that we have. And the newer run that we had after GMQC this morning kind of nudged the 2-inch one a little bit higher. Earlier this morning, it had about 1.6, 1.7 for the quads, but now it's at 2.1. But still, the theme continues. The further south you go, that's where you're going to see 3 to 4 inches of snow.
Yep. And it's that light, fluffy snow we're looking at, too. The temperature profile aloft and at the surface still kind of allowing for the light, fluffy snow. The good news is I don't think, at least as of yesterday, wind speeds are only, maybe 5 to 10 miles per hour?
Very light.
Which is fantastic, especially with these lighter snows. That's some good news we like to see.
Yes, we don't want to see really strong winds with this kind of snow whatsoever. And there is I don't know if this is updating automatic. The time frame might be off from this.
It should be automatically today, yeah.
So there we go. There's your wind gusts today. And notice the winds don't exceed 20 miles an hour. So that's not bad at all.
No.
I'm not expecting a whole bunch of blowing and drifting snow.
No, which is great news.
Yeah, we don't want that. Here's the timeline for you, showing you again when it comes in, when the coverage increases, when the heaviest band arrives. That's expected during the early afternoon, right through school pickup time. And then the heaviest band gets ready to wind down right as we're entering the evening commute. So while your visibility may improve as we go into this evening, it's the road conditions that are kind of doing the opposite. They're decreasing in terms of their quality.
Yes, and if you actually, I pulled this up yesterday, that winter driving one, right?
Oh, yes, this is a great point.
This is,
yes.
I think, something I really wanted to emphasize with this on, well, this isn't a crazy snowfall, right? Well, the impact is the driving conditions. 74.2%, the state of Iowa DOT and our friends at the National Weather Service, 74.2% of all snow-related accidents happen from trace to 2-inch amounts of snowfall. The heavier portions of that 74.2% are between the kind of 0.5 to 1.52 inches of snowfall there as well. So that kind of is something to keep in mind as we go through the day, especially into that evening commute. That's when we'll start to see those accumulations right around that 1 to 2 inch mark throughout a large portion of the area. It's when we actually see those most dangerous conditions. It's a little bit slicker at times, that is for sure. And also, some people maybe think, oh, it's 1 to 2 inches. It's going to be fine. It's not the case. And always apply those safe winter weather driving skills, always.
Absolutely, and that's why we get in trouble. It's because of what you just said. Oh, it's only 1 or 2 inches. In our mind, it's like, well, that's no big deal.
No.
We can pedal to the metal and just go all over the place. And that's right, like you said, that's why you get the majority of your accidents there, because we get a little too overconfident.
A little overconfident. Yeah, I was feeling good this morning. I was like, oh, this isn't that. Nope, I'm going right back down to driving like a 30-mile-per-hour speed on the highway.
Exactly. Yeah, so keep that in mind. You know, really have to treat it just like you treated the snow this weekend when we got the heavier stuff. This is just as impactful, even though the amounts are lower. You don't let that catch you off guard. I'll go to the 8-day really quickly here and show you when that next weather impact alert will take over, and that's going to be for Thursday morning.
Andrew.
I know, 4 below
Drop
0.
the numbers even more.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Could see wind chills of 10 to 15 below 0. Thursday morning, that is definitely impactful. Could see a couple of school delays Thursday morning as well, especially for those areas that have kind of the more country schools, like the Rova School District. Also some of the others, too, that you have to go a little farther out to get the kiddos. Not to mention, if you've got a vehicle that sits outside and it's temperamental and it doesn't like the cold, that could also be another big problem for us, too, as we get into Thursday morning as well. In terms of snow, what to watch? Last night, I was kind of looking at the weekend system on Saturday. It looked kind of interesting, but this morning it kind of backed off a little bit. But next Monday, perhaps something worth watching again, but we'll see.
That's a new trend, yeah. 'Cause when I was looking yesterday for the shows last night, it was kind of more of a late Saturday overnight thing into Sunday.
Yep.
The latest timing. So that shifted up a little bit.
A little bit quicker.
Okay. And then Monday, that activity was all pushing to our south. So it's shifted up again.
It's so variable.
This time of year forecasting is
not
pain
fun.
sometimes.
Yes, it is not fun.
No.
But we're going to try and get you the earliest heads up that we can. That is one of the the main things behind the weather impact alerts is as soon as we can get it out there, the better. But of course, we want to make sure that we're doing it with care and that we have confidence in that before we put that out.
Exactly.
So that's, for example, why you didn't see one for today last week, because we didn't have great confidence that this was going to be an impactful storm. I mean, last week it looked like it was mainly going to be flurries at this point.
Yeah, and even on Saturday, I remember we were talking about it when
Yep.
we were here, and I know James and I brought it up on streams. That track maybe covered that, where say we're seeing those 1-inch totals,
Yep.
was right along our southern counties. It shifted about, 50, 60 miles at least further to
It
the
did,
north. And that's
yeah.
why we're seeing that impact alert issued a little bit later.
Track absolutely makes a difference.
It does.
This time of year, it really does. I'm going to see if I can update this. It might let me do it. It might not.
Ooh,
Again,
the WSSI?
the Winter Storm Severity Index, because I have a feeling this is going to be trending pretty minor.
Yep.
And that's what it's showing right there. I got to make sure this is on the right. Yeah, day
Day
one.
one, yep.
So yeah, this is minor. You know, we put this on the same scale as when we cover severe weather. So if you're familiar with our severe weather scale, this is essentially the same thing, a 2 out of 5. So this is minor impacts, but still impactful enough to the commute that, yeah, we definitely wanted to let you know that this was coming in.
Yes.
I like that graphic.
Isn't it so nice?
It's handy.
It's so good. Hey, this guy's a wizard with getting our graphics put together.
He's quickly learning, so
Oh no, not like
he's
him.
getting there very
Nothing
quickly.
like Andrew.
Very, very quickly.
Oh my goodness.
Should we take some
We
questions?
got some
See what we got?
questions in. We just got a hello from Bill. Hey Bill, as always.
Hey.
We got a good morning from Billy. He just wants to say thank you for the coverage. Thank you, Billy, for all the reports and everyone in general.
kidding.
We got so many pictures. I think probably into the hundreds almost of pictures and reports throughout the event on the weekend. So that was really cool to see.
Should I do a 2-second soapbox about reports?
Yes.
And that there's nothing, okay, so there's nothing, so I'm going to say this once, and I put it on my Facebook page. There's nothing automated about snowfall reports.
No.
We're not purposely leaving out towns because we don't like you.
No.
If you don't see a town on our snowfall map or a snowfall list, it's because nobody in your town, including yourself, you can get outside and measure, went out and measured. Now, if you're disabled, I understand. If you have a condition, that's fine. But if you're able to get outside with your ruler and your tape measure, stick it in a few times, give us an average. Because again, there's no machine, no piece of technology that tells us how much snow fell, no matter how hard we try. So we really, really count on you guys to get outside and measure. So again, if your town is missing, we don't hate you. We love everybody.
Yes, we do.
I love all of our hometowns, from
You do.
McQuan to Aquaqua to all the way up north in Galena, for heaven's sakes. But if it's not on the map, it's because nobody from your town went out and measured for us.
No.
Please help us. Please.
Yes, we love them. And
Please.
we love the, will say we got some fantastic reports too. throughout
We
the day.
did. We have some really loyal people who are out
Oh, my
there,
goodness.
rulers in the ground, ready to go. And we could always use more.
We can always use more. Speaking of those loyal people, Billy does have a question for us. Billy sent us so many reports. It was awesome. We were getting updates every hour or two from Billy. It was fantastic. What is the possibility of a flash freeze with the sidewalks and roads?
No kidding.
Right?
And this is interesting. So if you look at the temperature trend here, as we go through the next 8 days, there's so much scroll. I got to speed up
There's
my scroll.
PM, yeah.
What I need is, oh, sorry, that's PM. I want
It'll,
AM.
it'll show the same thing. Same thing. Just one jumps a day ahead.
We have so many slides to go through.
We have so many. Our graphics right now are a mess after what we've
Yeah,
been put
after
through
the
to start
storm.
winter. Yeah.
We got to clean that up a little bit. But yeah, he's got a great point, because it is possible, depending on what happens Wednesday, that you could see a little bit of melting there, depending on temperatures.
Yeah.
And that would, of course, be a dramatic freeze up by Thursday. Not to mention, if we're salting still on Wednesday, or we still have salt on the ground that's working and melting snow, yeah, you could see some icy conditions Thursday morning. I don't think it'll be widespread ice, but
No.
the areas that still had that slush.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely possible. And that Arctic block, I mean, that's a change in temperatures and a half. That's a 35-degree switch overnight.
Yeah. You're going to hear your house roof creaking and moving because the nails expand.
Yeah, the expanding and
Yeah,
the shrinking.
And shrinking, yeah. Get ready.
And windy.
And windy.
Oh, boy. Lions and tigers and bears.
Yeah, no kidding.
Michelle, were there any reports of thunder snow? I don't think here locally in the area, just to our south in, say, probably Peoria area, we saw some
Springfield.
thunder snow on the radar. Where it's more that transition snow is where you typically see
Yep.
the thunder snow, because you have a little bit more convection from the rainfall, those warmer temperatures to allow for it.
Exactly.
And we don't expect any with this either, by the way.
No,
No.
not strong enough or vigorous enough.
No. Tracy says, good morning, fellas. When's it supposed to start in Monmouth today? If you do have, we could, we can do a future track. I had a timing graphic yesterday. I think that timing is still playing out pretty well.
Yes, you had that, and that looked really nice too.
That was
in your workspace?
It's in my workspace. So I contoured that on top of a live radar.
We'll pull it up
We'll
here.
pull it up. And I think that timing's still pretty appropriate. 9 to 11 further to the south is what we're looking at. And then time frames kind of in the middle portion of the area, which you'll see here is give or take noon to 1. Further to the north by right around 3 p.m. We'll have that widespread snowfall here throughout the area. At the very latest, rapid refresh model, is it still pushing it back a little bit later than our in-house?
It's
Just a tiny bit?
Just about a little bit, yeah, not
Yes.
a ton, but.
So it's in main
is
weather.
it in your main? Okay.
Yes, sorry. I have a very messy workspace.
I just need a quicker
Andrew's
scroll
much
wheel.
cleaner than mine. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, Andrew's workspace is much clearer than mine. I have so many little graphics. It works for me because I'm used to it, but when other people try and do it, they're like, what is going on in your head?
What is happening?
What is going on in this kid's head?
I gotta move that in here, and we'll see if it's gonna work.
Should work. It transitioned well on Saturday.
Fingers crossed. Oh,
There
there
we
it
go.
is. There
Okay.
you go.
Yeah, so 9 to 11 further to the south. Again, that's when we start that advisory for our friends in Louisa County, Des Moines County, and Henry County on the Iowa side. I also think maybe Monroe's area. I think closer to maybe 10 a.m., 11 a.m.,
Yeah.
would you say? And then making its way up 12 to 1 here in the Quad Cities in the blue, and then obviously further to the north, widespread by 2, 3 p.m. here today.
Yeah, that's a good graphic, and I like that it's color coded, so it's easy to see.
Yes.
And yeah, you can see that the further north you are, it takes a little bit longer for that snow to start. But generally speaking, it's afternoon and evening when the impacts really start to begin.
Yes.
And even if the roads don't look bad, it's the visibility that's issue first as the snow begins falling.
fall,
Yeah,
yes.
that could be a bit of a problem.
It's visibility, then accumulation,
Yeah, exactly.
and then cold.
And then cold.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Don't you love this time of year? He's like, no, I'm going back to Arizona.
You know, someone on my Facebook actually commented that they said, yeah, they were back in Phoenix. And they said, yeah, Peter, do you miss it? A beautiful 14 inches of sunshine here. And I was just like, I mean, honestly, I do love this, though. It is beautiful. This is like, again, I was saying this a lot, my first big snow in person. Like, we forecasted it for other areas nearby
Right,
before,
right.
but to be it in person, it's so pretty.
It is
Kind of just
beautiful.
want to frolic in it a little bit, you know what I mean? You know, almost in a way, you want to run around in it. It's awesome.
And it covers up all the dead stuff this time of year. You know, the
Oh,
plants are in hibernation, the grass is brown. It covers it all up in this nice,
Yes.
bright color. And the trees look really pretty, too.
They do.
Yeah.
It looks nice. It's Christmassy.
It's a Christmas card.
Feels good. The Christmas music has been blasting ever since.
Yes. We're all in the mood now.
Yes, we are. We're ready. Let's see. Michelle. Oh, thank you. Don't worry. Yeah, that's not an issue. Nothing to worry about there, Michelle. Tracy, my son drives from Macomb to work and back home to the Quad Cities. How his drive home would be? Probably a little messy at times, potentially, depending on the time frame.
Oh, from Macomb to the
Yeah,
Quad Cities, I think
yeah.
it said? Yeah. Yeah, if it's after the noon hour especially, it's going to be touch and go here. It's not going to be as bad as what we had this weekend in terms of the snowfall rate and how fast it'll be on the roads and, of course, how much we're going to get. But you are going to have to slow down. Like I
Yes.
said this weekend, travel is not impossible, but it is difficult, meaning you can't be in a hurry. You just have to let it go as long as it takes to get to where you need to be.
Yes, be very careful.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not going to be too bad.
No.
Highway 34 is probably like the worst issues he'll run into, too. That's kind of what I've been saying a lot.
This is a walk in the park compared to Saturday.
Yes.
But you still need to slow down.
Still slow down. I think that's all we got in terms
Cool.
of questions here.
Okay, not
Awesome.
bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, I figured we go about 20 minutes or
Yep.
so. We don't have to go the whole 30 because, yeah, it's a quick and easy draw to show you what we're getting.
Quick
So-
hitter, get her out,
Exactly.
bundle up.
Yeah. So we'll stick with us through the rest of the day here. We've got more coverage planned, not only on air, but right here on the app. We're going to come back at noon, and we'll do one more of these before I get out of here for the rest of the day. I think Morgan in for James tonight?
Just James himself.
Oh. I'm going to update that calendar.
Is the calendar wrong?
I don't know.
Am I on air tonight?
Are you on air? Am I, or did I
Today's
just
the first. Oh, no, this was where we had to scribble off
Oh, okay.
a morning with our friends out west.
Okay, that's why. Okay,
Yes.
so James is in this afternoon.
Yes.
I bet there are going to be more of these.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a 2 and a
Yeah.
8. Well, there's always an 8.
I bet there's more.
Yes.
There will be a lot more. And I believe the Beast is going to be out and about as well. So be able to get those road conditions. I haven't heard who's going in it yet. Maybe.
Maybe me.
We'll see.
We'll
Yes.
see.
Yeah. So we'll let you know what the evening commute looks like there. And of course, if anything else develops, we'll let you know as well. But I'll see you on GMC at 11, and you'll see both of us at noon.
Perfect.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you a little bit later today. Mo.